Hey there, my name's Jake. Welcome to my channel. This is your first time here. Welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, Jake, you have glasses? Yeah, I do. I'm a little blind, just a little bit. Anyways, that's not the point. It is Supercell's birthday. Can we get some confetti on the screen? Happy birthday, Supercell. 10 years. You're still a minor, so for anyone out there with any ideas, don't get any ideas. Of course, they didn't just appear out of nowhere. That's not how companies work. That's not how businesses work. Of course, they're a business. We all know that. But we're going to be looking and digging deep into what we can learn about Supercell. What do we know about Supercell? Do we know anything? They're a mobile game developer based in Helsinki, Finland. They also do have offices in San Francisco, Seoul, and Shanghai. So they're basically all around the world. That's insane. They launched in 2010, and so far they have 5 games right now. 5 games in 10 years. That's crazy to think about considering how much money they make every year, how few employees they have. So what was their vision when they first started back in May of 2010? Their idea was they wanted cross-platform gaming. You can play it on a computer, you can play it on a phone, you can play it on a console, basically just anything that you can play a game, that's where it's gonna be. And that was their original plan. So what did they start with? They started with a 30 square meter room, which is pretty small, 6 desks that they actually got from a recycling center, and of course a coffee maker. You can't go without the coffee maker. Without coffee, what is life? And in that 30 square meter room, they managed to fit 15 people. So you can imagine how pretty cramped that is. Here we can see Ilka sitting at his cardboard desk. I'm not going to try and pronounce his full name. There's their small room right there. So as you can see, they're all pushed out off to the sides, trying to make as much of their space as possible. And look at that. It's very crowded. So their first game was Gunshine.net. Here's a sneak peek at what it looked like. I kind of want to look more into Gunshine. This is the official beta trailer. Here we go. Open up the laptop, open up Google Chrome, Gunshine.net. Look at that. Looks pretty fun. Not bad for a 10-year-old game. Free to play, no plugins. That's honestly kind of smart that they started like that. You hop into a game, bam. There you go. You don't have to download anything. It's all in the browser. But that was the thing 10 years ago. I mean, addicting games, just any of those websites you hop on and you're in. Of course, those didn't stick around very much, as you can tell. Players had the game, they were playing it, but they were only interested for a couple months. Nothing too crazy, and then after that, they got bored of it. On one faithful day, they ordered some iPads, playing around with them, fell in love with iPads. Let me tell you, I love my iPad too. They called it the ultimate games platform. And honestly, they envisioned this years back. They are not wrong. Today, mobile gaming is one of the biggest and most popular, not to mention esports. It's insane what it's become. This was one decision that was really hard for them. They were working on a game called Codename Magic, so it didn't have an official name yet. Passionate 5 members working on a game for 6 months straight. They moved from web browsers over to mobile. So it was very unfortunate that they had to kill it, but it's very funny because Codename Magic was later on used for Clash of Clans as the codename. Next up, we have betas. No, not the fish, the state of a video game. And of course, since they went over with Gunshine, how they killed it almost after a couple years, they're like, we don't want to go through that again. At that point, they decided, we want to kill off the game just as soon as it's not doing good. So if you're working hard on a game and it's not going anywhere, what's the point of keeping it? That is Supercell's mindset. So they also did have a couple games that they just completely killed off. Pets vs. Orcs and Tower. Those games, I don't know if we can find anything on them. Let's see, Pets vs. Orcs. Here it is right here. As you can see, pretty similar to Clash of Clans. Building your own little base. You have a cat basket. All right, and here is their first official game. Can you guess? I bet you can guess. Codename Soil, otherwise known as Heyday. Heyday Beta went live just in Canada of May 2012. About a month later, June 21st, Midsummer's Eve, one of the biggest celebrations in Finland, they announced Heyday going global. Everyone was allowed to play it at that point. Back to Codename Magic, Clash of Clans, launching August of 2012. Let's see how it looks. Lead your army. Still looks very similar to today.
Steve, he's kinda...
Get out of here, Steve. They were still funny back then. Wow, that was a big day for Supercell. along with Heyday, of course, but Heyday not living up to its hype as much anymore. And then 3 months later, Clash of Clans became #1 at the top grossing in the US. The US was like, "Ugh, this game is awesome. I want to play some more." And they did. The next game that they were working on was Battle Buddies, players versus player tactical shooting game. So that would be real-time battle, of course, which Heyday and Clash of Clans are clearly not. Let's take a look and see about Battle Buddies. Looks very interesting. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Gameplay looks kind of slow. I feel like it could have had potential. It seemed like a puzzle game, but not as fun, I would say. Clearly, I'm not a game developer, but I feel like I see why it didn't make it out of beta. It never got enough player interest, so at that point, they were just like, it's done. No need. And in 2013, it was at that point they decided they need to move to a new office, so they finally did. They also got an office in Japan and one in Korea. They say that over time you think that making a game would get easier, but of course, you're trying to make a big hit every time, and that's just not very easy to do. A little after they get their offices in Japan and Korea, Boom Beach launches into beta, Clash of Clans gets a nice Clan Wars update, Boom Beach goes global, that's another big hit as well. Oh, I kinda miss Boom Beach. It's been a long time. It brings back memories. Boom the beach. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. It's kind of funny that they came out with Clash of Clans when clans didn't even have the option to attack each other yet. Kind of funny, kind of ironic, but that's okay. Another game they didn't launch, Spooky Pop. You have a Candy Crush sort of style game. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Kind of similar to what we have with Heyday Pop, but Heyday Pop is a lot more relaxed. 2013, Champagne Celebration at the office. 2015, they get a new office in China. Smashland and Spooky Pop. Bet you guys remember Smashland. I remember Smashland very well. I tried to play it. I couldn't. And the rest is history. You've got Clash Royale. They're working on Heyday Pop right now. Don't forget, Brawl Stars, one of their most successful at the moment, of course, because it's the newest. And they end off with the statement, what all of the above requires is time and patience. It's been an exciting beginning for our company, but the reality is that this is just the beginning. There is so much more we can do. We make our existing games much better. We can make new games that will change how people think about mobile gaming and games in general. And more than anything, we can create a different kind of company, the company we've always dreamed of. I didn't go over how much Supercell makes every year. Let's just say that they make around the same amount as Ubisoft. And Ubisoft is a huge company, well over 3,000 employees compared to 300 just for Supercell. And they're making about the same amount of profit every year. That blows my mind. This video was a little bit more educational, and I hope that's okay because we learned a lot today. Supercell is a great company. They've done a lot for us. Happy 10-year anniversary. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Tell them to subscribe. Say subscribe.